Ganesh Reddy and I welcome you to the Knowledge Treasure Hub. So far we have seen in combinational circuits all are arithmetic circuit like adders, subtractors, binary adder means full adder. So all those are arithmetic circuit. So today in this session we are going to see some of other combinational circuits, non-arithmetic combinational circuit, right? So in non-arithmetic circuit, the number one we are going to see today is the multiplexer, also called as MUX. So the multiplexer or MUX is a purely combinational circuit. So the function of multiplexer is, so it will transfers, so it will transfers one input to one of its output. So based on the selector lines. So we will see the natural block diagram of multiplexer. So generally a multiplexer will consist of 2 power n input lines, 1 output line, and where n is the number of selector lines. So where n is the number of selector lines. So based on the selector lines only, so one of the input went to the output. So it doesn't do any manipulations or any addition, subtraction. It won't do any computation. So it will just transfers one of the input to its output line. So how it will transfer? So based on these selector lines. Only based on these selector lines. So one of the input line is transferred to output. So multiplexer, it doesn't do any computation or any arithmetic operations, right? So we have 2 power n number of input lines. So where n is the number of selector lines. We have only one output line. So because of this only, MUX is also called as many to one circuit, many to one circuit or data selector circuit. So MUX is also called as many to one circuit or data selector circuit. Also MUX is also called as universal circuit or universal logic circuit. Why it is also called as universal logic circuit, we will see a minute later. So now, so there are based on number of selector lines and based on input lines, we have different types of MUXes called 4 by 1 MUX, 2 by 1 MUX, 8 by 1 MUX. So we have different types of MUXes. We will see 4 by 1, 2 by 1. So then it will be clear for us. So we will see initially 4 by 1 MUX. So for 4 by 1 MUX, we have 4 input lines. One output line, of course. We have 2. So I0, I1, I2, I3. Let this I0, I1, I2, I3 be the 4 input lines. So we have 2 selector lines. S0, S1. So this is output line Y. So based on the selector line, so one of the input went to the output. So we'll see the truth table, then it will be clear for us. So we have output as Y and the selector lines as S0, S1. So S0, S1, output Y, right? So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So based on these different combinations of selector lines, so the output will be, so I0, I1, I2, I3. So if both these selector lines are 0, 0, then output, so the output will consist of first input. So I0 will be the output. If it is 0, 1, then second line of input will be the output. Means I1 will be the output. If it is 1, 0 means then third line will be the output. I2 will be the output. If If it is 1 1 means, so last line I3 will be the output. So based on purely the combinations of the selector lines, one of the input line went to the output. It doesn't perform any manipulations, any arithmetic logical operations. It just transfers one of the input to output. So that is mux. So this is 4 by 1 mux. So generally the block diagram, so here we are representing a rectangular or square shape. So generally in any standard books, so the shape of mux will looks like, so this. So how this is the generally in any standard textbooks. So this is the shape of mx. So but we can represent in square or rectangular. So that is our convenience. Based on our convenience, we can change. So this is the standard. So don't get confused. So in book it is like this. Here we are using a rectangle. So that is our based on our convenience. So you can follow this one or this one. So that is as your wish. So this is the 4 by 1 mux. The next one is 2 by 1 mux. So in 2 by 1 mux, we have two input lines. So one output line. So only one selector line. So I0, I1, output will be Y. So S0. So if S0 is 0, then output will be I0. If S0 is 1, then output will be I1. So this is a simple 2 by 1 mux, right? So only if S0 is 1, so I0 will be the output. If S0 is equal to 1, I1 will be the output. If it is 0, I0 means to output. If it is 1, I1 means to output. So this is a brief introduction about multiplexer. So I told you multiplexer is also called as universal logic circuit, right? Universal circuit. So generally, what are the universal gates? NAND and NOR gates are called universal logic gates. Why? Because so by using NAND and NOR gates, we can implement any circuit, any logic gate. So because of that only, we are calling NAND and NOR as logic circuit, logic gates. So same. By using multiplexer also, we can implement any logic circuit, any logic gate. So because of that, we are calling this multiplexer as universal logic circuit. So by using multiplexer, we can implement any logic equation or any logic gate, any logic circuit. So we'll see how we can implement AND, OR, NAT, NAND, NOR, exclusive OR, exclusive NOR. If we are able to implement all these logic gates, so then of course we can implement any logic circuit, right? So we'll see how we can implement those gates by using multiplexer. Then how we justify that our statement. So multiplexer is also called as universal logic circuit. Universal logic circuit. So initially we will implement AND gate. So AND gate by using a multiplexer, right? AND gate using multiplexer. So we have AND gate. So two input AND gate. So A, B, output as let it be Y. So 0, 0, then output will be 0, 0, 1, output will be 0, 1, 0, output will be 0, 1, 1, output will be 1. So this is the truth table for AND gate. Am I right? So we'll see the multiplexer. So here only two inputs, one output. So we'll take 2 by 1 mux. So 2 by 1 mux. So one output line, two input lines, so then one selector line, right? So here it is output Y. So here we need to choose. So I will take so one input here, and I will place 0 here. Then it will become AND gate. How? So we'll see. So for example, if I take B as 0, so if I take B as 0, then I need to get output as 0, right? If I take B as 0, then output will be 0. So here you can see, so whenever the B is 0, output is also 0, right? So if I take B as 0, output needs to be 0. In our truth table also, if you take B as 0, the output will be 0, right? So one condition is satisfied. If I take B as 1, then output should be A. So if I take B as 1, then output should be A. So A, here A is 0, output is also 0. Here A is 1, output is also 1. So whenever we take B as 1, the output should be A. So whatever might be the A value, so it will reflect on the output. So similarly, here if we take B as 1, the output will be A. So here it is A is 0, output is also 0. Here A is 1, output is also 1. So then we implemented AND gate successfully by using a 2 by 1 mux, right? So similarly, we can implement any number of input AND gate by using multiplexer. So this is implementing AND gate by using multiplexer. Similarly, we'll see implementing OR gate. Implementing OR gate by using multiplexer. So what is the truth table for OR gate? So let me to take only 2 input OR gate. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So the output will be 0 1 1 1, right? So when any one of the input is high, the output will be that is the truth table for OR gate. So now we will see how we can implement this OR gate by using a multiplexer, right? So we'll take a 2 by 1 multiplexer. So the output will be Y. So one selector line, yes not. So yes not, right? So here we are taking inputs. So let me to take A as here and B as here and 1 as here, right? So this is OR gate, I think. So we'll see whether it is satisfies our truth table or not. If it satisfies, then we can call it as OR gate. If not, so my assumption is false. So let me to check. So if we take B as 0, then output is A. Then we have output as A, right? So here we see. So if I take B as 0, output should be A. So here B as 0, output should be same as it is as A. So here we have A as 0, output is also 0. Similarly in here, so B as 0, so output should be A. So here we have A as 1, output is also 1, right? So one condition is satisfied. So if we take B as 1, output should be always 1. If you take B as 1, output should be always 1, right? So here we'll see. So B is 1, here also B is 1, right? So output should be 1. So there should not be any changes in it. If we take B as 0, output should be A. If we take B as 1, output should be 1. So here in our truth table is also same as it is. So then we satisfied OR gate conditions. So because of that, we can call it as OR gate. So we implemented OR gate also successfully by using a 2 by 1 multiplexer. Similarly, we can implement any number of input OR gate by using our multiplexer. So we'll see one more gate implementation by using multiplexer, so called NOT gate. So inverter. So how we can implement inverter? NOT gate or inverter. So what is the truth table for NOT gate? So it will just invert the input. So if A is 0, output should be 1. If A is 1, output should be 0. So it will just invert the input. So because of that, NOT gate is also called as inverter. So how we can implement the inverter by using multiplexer? So here also we will take 2 by 1 mux only, because we don't have any 1 by half mux. So we have only 2 by 1 mux as the starting mux. So all the output line will be y. So output line will be y. So we will take input as a selector line. Input as a selector line. So we'll take first input as 1 and the second input as 0. So if A is equal to 0, if selector input A is equal to 0, then output should follow the first selector line, first input line, which means so the output will be 1. If A is equal to 1, means selector line input is 1, output should be followed the second line, so 0 will be the output. So if I give 0 as input, so the output will be 1. If I give 1 as input, then output should be 0. So that is our inversion concept. If I give 0, output will be 1. If I give 1, output is 0. So we implemented NOT gate also by using mux. So if you are able to implement AND or NOT, so then we can implement NAND, NOR exclusively easily, isn't it? So because of that, multiplexer is also called as universal logic circuit. So multiplexer doesn't do any computation or any arithmetic operations. It will just transfers one of the input to output. So there will be 2 power n input. So where n is the number of selector lines, we have only one output line. So one of the input line went to the output by using the selected lines. So this also, so the multiplexer is also called as many to one circuit or data selector circuit or universal logic circuit. So this is a brief introduction about multiplexer. So we will see in the next class demultiplexer and encoder, decoder. So this is the end of today's session. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Thank you.